Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, and as promised, this is our pick a card reading for just as a little something extra, because finally reached 500 subscribers and something amazing is happening on my channel at the moment. The last weekly reading I put up has had nearly 2,000 views, which is really incredible. That's a lot of views for me. I don't usually get that many views on a weekly reading. So if you are joining me because you've seen that reading, thank you very much for coming back and coming having another look at what I do. Hopefully you enjoy it, and please do come along and more regularly, subscribe, and that would be really wonderful. But I'm kind of a bit blown away really by this. I don't even know how it's happened, but amazing. I know my friend Louis did share my video on his group. He runs a group called Tarot Vignettes, where he makes basically tarot vignettes, which are amazing and intelligent and so funny. So please do check him out if you can. It's adult stuff, so don't go there expecting it not to be adult content, because it's adult content, but it is funny and it's just very clever, and well worth a look. So have a look at that. What I'll do is I'll draw a card. So I'll try and work out how to do the timestamp things. I have no clue how to do that. So if I get that wrong, apologies, but I'll do my best. So I've got 3 piles of cards here. This is our tarot deck. This is the Mystical Moments Tarot. I've got the Crystal Guidance cards, which are produced by my beautiful friend Julia. These are the cards, and I've got a walkthrough to put up of these. I haven't had a chance to put it up yet, but I will put it up because they are amazing. I will link her information down below because these cards are on sale. So, if you like them, consider going to get them. I think she's selling them on her website, and I'll link that down below. And the other deck I'm going to be using is the Sacred Forest deck by Denise Lynn. So have a look at the cards, have a look at the pile of cards, think about your question, just have a moment, breathe deeply, formulate your question. And when I say formulate your question, I mean ask a question that is open, preferably not a yes, no, because yes, no it's fine, but tarot's not really designed for that. It's a guidance tool. So rather than asking about yes or no, ask, what do I need to know about X, Y, Z? How do I work better with the energy relating to X, Y, Z? What is the energy relating to X, Y, Z? There are loads of different ways to formulate a good question. And what I will do actually over the next couple of weeks is do a little video about formulating appropriate questions to ask the tarot. You can ask the tarot about whatever you like, but you have to word it in a way that tarot understands, or that your guides understand, really. And then be prepared for the answer. It might not always be what you want it to be. It might not always be what you want to know. But it will be what you need to know. And sometimes we can be really defensive about that and just go, no, that reading doesn't make any sense. That's obviously not for me. Just keep it and put it somewhere gentle within your energy, and go back to it if it becomes apparent that actually that was something that was needed at that time. Sometimes we resist and we block, and that's fine. That's human. No one's saying that that's a bad thing. It's actually your defense mechanisms, and your defense mechanisms are there to protect you. That's what we make them for. But sometimes it just takes a little while to filter in. We have that moment a few weeks later where we go, actually, you know what? That was appropriate at that time. That was going on for me. I was just pushing it down. Sometimes readers can get things wrong. I don't believe tarot is ever wrong. I just believe that the reader, me, or anyone else could be interpreting it wrong. Now that could be because of our own stuff, or just that we've not got the connection quite right with you. So anyway, enough said about all of that jazz. Let's get on and have a little look and see which you would like to choose. So we've got the tarot, deck number A, and crystal guidance, deck number B, and sacred forest oracle, deck number C. So I will work with deck A first. I'm just going to pull one card for you. So just breathe, think of your question, and I will shuffle this deck and pull out the card. Okie dokie. So, the tarot card that we have, High Priestess. She's fantastic. So, the High Priestess can be a frustrating card on occasion, especially if, like I've just said, you've been asking a yes, no question, because what the High Priestess is saying is pay attention to your own intuition. That can be really frustrating when you're having a reading, because you go to the cards and you kind of go to them and you're kind of, tell me something. I want some guidance. Tell me the answer. I don't feel like I know the answer. I'm confused. I don't understand things. Things seem hidden to me. And I just can't see them. What the High Priestess says is actually you can. Actually you can see them. You might not want to, but actually you can. So the High Priestess is telling you to rely on your intuition. Whatever your intuition is telling you, at the moment is very likely to be right. So tune into that and hear that. Now, I feel my intuition in my solar plexus. Most people do, but some people feel it in different parts of their body. So it's a matter of you working out for yourself where you feel it. It's usually a physical sensation somewhere. If you are not sure about intuition, or you are just kind of working on developing your intuition, there are loads of ways to do that. You can do that by driving along the road and kind of just thinking about or just feeling what way the person in front of you might go next, whether they'll go straight on, whether they'll turn off, and see if you get it right. You can practice. It's like a muscle, you know, if you work it, it will help. There's also a really great book by a lady called Becky Walsh called You Do Know, which is all about developing your intuition and understanding your intuition, and also being able to separate your intuition from your fears, which is a whole nother story. And I might do another video about that sometime. But the High Priestess basically is saying to you, it's really time for you to pay attention to your intuition. What's your higher self trying to tell you? What are your guides trying to tell you? Look for the signs. Look for robins, butterflies, feathers. Whatever your guides work with, it can be anything, repeating numbers. They will all be to tell you you're on the right track. So if you are feeling like you need some confirmation that what you're about to do or what you're pursuing is the right thing, ask your guides to show you some signs, but then watch out for them. And also, sorry to be rambling on a bit, but don't, when you get those signs, suddenly decide that actually it's not a sign. Because what's the point in asking for it if you're going to do that? We all do it to an extent through fear and all sorts. But just as an example, I was asking a question about something a few years ago, and I kind of said to my guides, show me a sign, show me some butterflies. If I'm on the right track, show me some butterflies. In fact, show me 3 so that I know that I'm not getting this wrong. And I went out and I was going to an appointment, and I went to the lady's house that I was going to an appointment with, and 3 butterflies flew round my head and one actually touched my cheek. And I still had a debate with myself about whether that was a sign or whether that was a coincidence. So this is a few years ago, before I kind of really started to accept what was going on for me with my spiritual work. So that's just an example of ask for something specific and then just go, oh no, it can't have been. So try not to do that. The high priestess is saying, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to your intuition and follow it. You won't be wrong when the high priestess turns up. So great card. So I'll just turn that back over and then I'll do pile B, which is this beautiful crystal guidance deck. And let's just shuffle and pull one for you. So my friend Julia made these cards. Just while I'm shuffling, I'll tell you a little bit about them. She's been planning these cards for a long time and she's got round to doing it this year. She took all the photographs herself. She's a brilliant photographer as well, by the way. If you have a look on her website, you'll see she's a great photographer. And so she'd taken the photographs and it took a while, but, you know, gradually got these together and finally published them this year. So honestly, check them out. They are great cards. Let me just have a little shuffle and I will pull one of these beautiful crystals for you if you've picked this pile. So pile B, crystal guidance, and we've got sardonyx or sardonyx. This refers to your sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra is kind of associated with creativity, sexuality, all of those kind of really kind of basic instincts that we have. So it says here, let me just read this for you. I might have to bring this a little bit further away. I should have put the light on really so I could read this properly. In fact, I will go and put the light on so I can read it properly. And that'll be better for everyone. I should have done this first. So bear with me a second while I just go across the room and switch the light on so we can see what this lovely message is all about. Okay. So, sardonyx or sardonyx is... Okay, sardonyx is here to assist you in bringing lasting happiness and stability to all of your relationships. It's a beautiful energy. Its beautiful energy will attract wonderful friends, good fortune, encourage self-control and self-discipline. Sardonyx is a zone of strength and protection, which will assist you in the areas of your life that are causing you concerns. It can also be used to enhance or boost your willpower, integrity and stamina. So it's a fantastic message, and it would suggest that whatever you've come here to ask, you can do. So your willpower is strong. You can press on. You can get to where you want to go to. It's talking about relationships, partnerships, friendships. So if your question was, how will this friendship go? What will this relationship be like? It looks like it can last. It looks like it has a strong foundation. It might be that you need work on it. But this card is saying that you have the willpower there to make what you want happen or to stick with what you want. I kind of feel like there's a don't give up energy about this. There's a thing about longevity here. So we're not looking at something that is a fly-by-night, in and out type of energy. So, you know, if you've asked about how am I going to get on in my new job, it would suggest this is a job that will last. This is a job where you can really make your career. If you've asked about a relationship, this looks like it's got a good foundation to build on, something that will last. If you're asking about something that will, well, how's it going to go? It looks like it will go great. It looks like there's connection. It looks like everything is good. You need to be working with energy that looks at your integrity. So doing the right thing for people, doing the right thing when people are not even going to notice that you're doing the right thing, because that's integrity, you know, just doing the right thing, not because it's recognised, not because other people will judge you, just because you know that that's the right thing for you. it's a great card. It's a great card, all about strength and a real powerful energy. So if you pick this card, it looks like you've picked one that is telling you that you can do what you want to do, you can achieve what you want to achieve. You just need to keep going and have that willpower, and this energy will enhance that willpower. So perfect. Let me just have a little swig of my tea because I'm talking a lot. Okie dokie. So our third and final pile, I'll just put this back. The backs of those cards are so gorgeous. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Okay, so last card, pile C, is Sacred Forest. I'm just going to have a little look and see what we've got in this lovely deck. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The Maple Spirit. This is a card that talks about generosity. I always feel with this card, it isn't what it says in the book about it, but it comes up for me time and time again when I'm talking about this, is to be grounded. Trees always, to me, talk about that. Put your roots down in the ground. Be grounded. The colour of the leaves as well is all about the root chakra. Reds, the dark reds, all about that root chakra getting down into the earth. I mean, there's beautiful energy around here as well. This is magical, but also it's about being grounded. So there's an energy of that. There's an energy of this magical stuff around. You can see all these little orbs or little fairies or fireflies or whatever you care to read them as, but it is very much about having that balance of not just being up in the sky with all the airy fairy stuff like I am sometimes, being honest, but getting your roots down into the ground and being grounded. I'm just going to read what she says in the book about Maple Spirit. Okay, so Maple Spirit. It says, beneath the large boughs of the maple tree, animals are invited to rest. At any time, you might see a doe or a fawn curled up in the midday shade. Squirrels scamper up the trunk and dash from limb to limb. A rabbit stops to sniff the air. Creatures, large and small, are drawn to take refuge in the maple's shade. So this can be about protection as well, which is also linked into that red and the root chakra. The message here is what you give out comes back to you tenfold. There are times in life to receive, and there are times in life to provide love, services and items to others. This card suggests that it's a time to give with your whole heart. Give without thinking about what you will gain in return. By doing this, you will enter the flow of the universe and blessings will shower upon you. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. And the message in the guidebook is be open to receive the bounty of the universe. At the same time, be generous with others and yourself. The warmth of spirit radiates from you. Share from your heart and receive with an open heart, as success will blossom. So this is a bit like, I say this quite a lot in readings, and I've said it a lot on here. In what you get out is what you put in, or what you put in is what you get out. And it's so true. There is a saying, isn't there, about taking one step towards the gods, they take 10 steps towards you. Absolutely true. But you have to take that first step. We all do it. We send out our wishes. You know, people involved in spiritual stuff will send out our wishes. And then the danger is that you kind of sit back and go, come on then, universe, give me what I asked for. But we don't take that first step ourselves. And that can be a tiny step. It can just be one thing each day that moves you closer to your goal. I started at the beginning of this year keeping a journal of one thing each day that I do just for me that helps me towards where I would like to get to. Now, I'll be honest and say I've had some real struggles this year with health and stuff. So I have not done that every day. But on the days that I did do it, I felt better. And I've really got to get back into doing that. So I'm going to take this as a message to me too. Being able to give that time to myself, that moment at the end of the day to just think, this is what I've done today that helps me move me. And it might just be reading one page of a book, or reading a blog, or watching a vlog, or joining a course, or being in a group where you interact with somebody. It's just one tiny step. And as you do that, the universe will return that to you. So if what your question was about is, how do I make more good things come to me, whether that be love, relationship, job, work, family, whatever you've asked about, it could cover everything. The cards are very clearly saying to you, how can you make more of that happen? By giving more of yourself, your energy, your time, your love. Now, I'm not saying you have to be the one that chases after everything. You don't. If you're putting into something or someone and they're not giving you anything back, that's a whole different issue. And if you are in that position and you've come and you've asked that question, how do I get more from this person? And you can only get what they're prepared to give. And if they're not giving you reciprocal arrangement, a reciprocal amount, then take your generosity and give it to someone else, or give it to you. That's better for you, and it's more likely to enable that person to come and give if they're ready and if they're able, because some people just aren't. We have to accept that. Give to yourself instead, nurture yourself, love yourself, and then you attract other people that do that. So the generosity is about giving and receiving. And also, I want to say, be ready and able to receive. A lot of us send out these great big wishes about, I'd really, really love this to happen and this to happen and this to happen. And then a small thing happens and a person says, oh, let me help you with that. And because we're all independent and we go, oh, no, I don't know, thanks. No, don't help me. Universe hears you say that, don't help me. And it goes, okay, then I won't. So that's harsh. That is harsh. But if the message you're sending out to the world is, I'm independent, I'm strong, yes, it's good to be strong. But if you're saying that I'm independent, I don't need help, I can do everything on my own, in fact, just go away, then that's what the universe will hear. So the things that you are saying, oh, but I really like this, I would really like this, you're sending a mixed message. So, kind of don't. So hopefully that makes sense. I love the generosity card. Do consider the grounding. Be out in nature. Put your feet on the ground, and don't be afraid to accept help. I'm just looking at that tree. You wouldn't sit under that tree and not accept the shade that it was giving you on a hot day. It's the same. Accept it when people offer to help you. It doesn't make you weak, is what I would say. So hopefully that has all helped and made sense to you. Please feel free to leave me a comment. Like the video if you've liked it, share it with your friends, anybody that you think could do with that kind of reading, please feel free to share. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of this kind of thing. And meanwhile, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Bye for now.